So Edel, another Six Nations campaign. Your first one was back in 2018.
Yeah.
Are you still as excited as ever to get going?
Yeah, I think every year it's more and more than what it was before, and even as the women's game has grown, I think every year it's going to be the best one yet. So yeah, very excited to get going.
And your first one as co-captain with Sam.
Yeah, I think.
How does that work? How does that dynamic work?
I think everyone's always very curious of how co-captaincy works, but I don't even feel like it's not a thing. It just works so well with the two of us. We're really good friends off the pitch. Anyways, we started playing rugby together at Wasps. So we just share the role, like it's not one or the other. If she's something to input, I'll take a step back, or vice versa. So I just feel like the role is shared, and it actually makes it very easy. Yeah.
It seems like a new era. I know WX V3 and you won that, but compared to last year, why should we believe this Ireland team is different compared to last year?
I suppose I wasn't involved in the campaign last year. I just got injured like a week before the campaign started, unfortunately. But even I suppose personnel within the squad, I've seen a growth from where the girls were this time last year, playing Interpros, playing WXV, being with that squad together for a month period, then the Celtic Cup being involved, and then I suppose I was lucky enough to play a game with some of those girls and see where they have grown from. But even the coaching staff and the support network that we've around us, there's genuinely a good group of girls there, eager to learn. There's talent in the squad, and we're always trying to compete day in, day out. So yeah, like I suppose from my point of view, I've witnessed this squad grow, and although the campaign in WXV is not the competition that we wanted to be playing, it was still successful for us. So there's quite a lot of confidence heading into a Six Nations where we can pull that reserve from the bank when we know it's going to be tough, but we're together as a squad.
The fact you said there it's going to be tough, you know that.
Yeah.
You know, last year you finished bottom of the log, but you have 3 home games this time.
Yeah.
Against the so-called, not lesser oppositions, but compared to England and France, they aren't as good. That's by evidence. But are they the ones, everyone will say one game at a time, but are they the games you have to target?
Our goal for the Six Nations is qualifying for the World Cup, so whatever avenue that ends up being. So like, you know, our message, I suppose, going into the Six Nations is we're winning or we're learning. I know that's probably beating around the bush, but it is for us. Like, we have to take every game. We do have to take every game at a time, because this is a new squad. This is a lot of younger girls getting an opportunity to contest themselves against some of the best teams in the world. So yeah, like those home games, we've got an extra layer of advantage. We've got a 16-person on the field, because we've got Musgrave Park, Virgin Media Park. Correct me.
You've done your
the
research.
RDS, and we've got Belfast. So like having that extra, we really want to target those games because we've got an extra body on the pitch with us, with a home crowd.
And Scott's been in the role just over 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell by the smile on your face you like working with him. What has he added, or how good has he been?
I think we've identified what our training identity is and what we're going to go after. So I suppose you got to witness a little bit of compete that we were on the pitch today. So adding a bit of edge to our game. We want to contest. We want to contend with world best, and that's our ambition to go after it. So I think he's brought in a clear, concise what we're going after. Dubai was kind of a rough outline of the way we wanted to attack and defend, and then we've come into the Six Nations now and adding layers onto that. So very clear and concise on where we want to head to.
And I know you missed the campaign last year, but to have the sevens players in now full time, no messing around, everyone knows they're here to stay and play, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Surely they add a big boost to you.
Yeah, no, massively. Like even just the buzz of them getting a first win in Perth is unbelievable, and some of those girls are bringing that energy and that, I suppose, understanding of what it takes to win. So they're bringing that experience of a winning experience, plus the professional, the competition that they bring in. You know, we had a good time together in Dubai again, so like the girls are just slotting back into the squad. So yeah, no, it's been a positive to have them.
And you yourself, you've been in England playing maybe 5 years now, 3 in Wasps and 2 at Exeter. Do you feel extra responsibility? You know, it's a great league over there, to bring that back into Dublin and make sure you lead from the front.
Yeah, like it's not only myself, but like Sam, Niamh, Grace, Lauren come from Sale. Like we each offer a little bit of expertise in what each of the clubs probably maybe better than the other. So bringing that professionalism over here, showing how your behaviours are on and off the pitch, and just like that competitive edge, I definitely think it has benefited the girls here, and we're always checking and challenging each other, so definitely it's benefited the girls.
And over your 4, 5, 6 Nations campaign, when you're fit, that you've played in, you've come third in a couple, and last year I know you weren't involved, you came sixth. How do you make sure Ireland get back up into that third position?
I suppose that's the check and challenge part, like, you know, having clear objectives for what we want to go after in the Six Nations, the games that we can target, what we want to get out of games that might be a little bit tougher, and just making sure that we're progressing the whole time. So winning or learning, like making sure that we are learning, that's kind of the main objective for us.
And finally, what type of brand of rugby can we expect from Ireland?
Ambitious. Definitely ambitious in our attack and destructive in our defence. Yeah.
Is that running from deep, or is that being smart and doing it?
That's being smart, yeah. We want to be smart in where we're playing and picking the right areas of the pitch, but also being courageous and ambitious. So maybe that might be a run and exit or kick, you know, don't want to give away too many pointers, but yeah, instilling that ability to play, but also being smart as well.
And lastly, you say winning or learning?
Yeah.
But your goal for the championship?
It's to qualify for the World Cup, yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you.
down.
Brilliant.